This video will show you how to set up and program your Intermatic ET2100 series 365-day 24-hour electronic timer control. This series of electronic timers can have up to 4 circuits. More in-depth instructions for your particular model can be found in your timer's manual. When the timer is first powered on, if your model has multiple circuits, you can configure the circuits to be operated independently, simultaneously, or with a 2-second pulse. For this example, we are using the ET2145C. Because this is a 4-circuit timer, you can choose a configuration for circuits 1 and 2 that is different from circuits 3 and 4. Pressing the plus and minus buttons allows you to cycle through the options. For this example, we will set circuits 1 and 2 to be independent of each other. So we will choose Independent and then press Enter Next. Now choose the configuration for circuits 3 and 4. Again, we would like to be able to control each circuit separately. So we will choose Independent and then press Enter Next. This takes us to the Date Setting screen. If you are coming from a different screen, press the Mode button until Set and Date are visible in the left side of the display, and the date is flashing. Set the month by using the plus or minus buttons until the correct month is shown. And then press Enter Next. Now select the day and then Enter Next. And then the year. When the correct year is displayed and flashing, verify that the current day of the week is shown in the bottom of the display. Once confirmed as correct, press the Mode button to set the time. Press the plus or minus buttons to advance minute by minute, or hold down either button to scroll through more quickly. Be mindful of the AM/PM setting as you advance. Once the correct time is displayed, press the Mode button to continue. You can now turn the Daylight Saving Time setting on or off with the plus or minus buttons. For this example, we are in a part of the country that observes Daylight Saving Time, so we will leave this setting on and then press Enter Next. You can now choose the current Daylight Saving Time format for the United States, which was established in 2007, the format for Mexico established in 1986, or a custom format. For this example, we are in the United States, so we will choose US 2007. With initial setup completed, press the Mode button to proceed to the programming mode. You can advance to this mode at any time by pushing the Mode button until Set, Fixed, On/Off Events, and Event Number are displayed. On events will be odd numbers and off events will be even. To set the on event, use the plus or minus buttons to advance the time. For this example, we will set the timer to turn the lights on at 6 p.m. If your timer has more than one circuit, you can choose which circuits are affected by this event by pressing the on/off buttons on the right until the correct load or loads are displayed. For this example, we will set all 4 circuits to turn on at 6 p.m. Once the settings are correct for the on time, press Enter Next to set the off time. Again, use the plus and minus buttons to choose a time. For this example, we will set the lights to go off at 7 a.m. Again, we will choose for all circuits to be affected. To set a new daily program, press Enter Next or press the Mode button to enter Holiday Mode. You will see 1H on the display, indicating that this is the first holiday program. For ET2100 series timers, up to 50 unique holiday blocks can be programmed. If you do not wish to set a unique holiday program, you can press the Mode button again to exit this mode. But if you would like to schedule a unique holiday program, press the plus or minus buttons to choose the month for the start date of your first holiday block. For this example, we will choose December. Now press Enter Next to set the day. We will choose the 23rd. Hitting Enter Next will now allow you to set an end date for this holiday block. For this example, we will set the month to January. Now press Enter Next to set the day, the 1st. Press Enter Next to set the on event time for all the days in the holiday block. Again, use the plus or minus buttons to choose a specific time. For this example, we will choose 5 p.m. As before, use the on-off buttons to choose the circuits affected. We will set it to all 4 loads. Now press Enter Next to set the off time for the holiday block. For this example, we will select 8 a.m. As before, we will have the off event affect all 4 circuits. You can now hit Enter Next to schedule more holiday blocks, or you can press the Mode button to exit the programming screen. The Mode button will cycle you through the different timer modes. Automatic mode, indicated by a solid auto in the top center of the display, will follow all pre-programmed schedules and allow a manual override. Energy Saver mode, indicated by a flashing auto in the top center of the display, will follow all pre-programmed schedules and allow manual overrides in 2-hour blocks. Manual mode, indicated by manual in the top center of the display, will ignore all pre-programmed schedules and only allow manual operation through the on-off buttons beneath each circuit. For this example, we will press the Mode button until the timer is in automatic mode. And you're done! You've now completed the setup and programming for your Intermatic ET2100 series electronic timer. If you have any questions or need help at any step in the process, you can call or email technical support at the contact information listed on the screen. And be sure to check out our other videos on YouTube or visit our webpage for more tutorials.